What is going on, Skull family? I'm Kyle,
I'm Darin
and this is the Purple Dopes with
with
Hopes
Hopes
podcast.
podcast.
Purple Doper fans, how are you? Darin, I got some exciting news. You ready for it? Every week
Let's
I got
let's hear it, man.
we
Let's
got
do it.
3 ratings on Apple.
I saw that actually.
Yeah, I mean, okay, fair enough. One of them's mine. Okay, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and rate it. But if you are turning into the Purple Dose podcast on Apple, if you wouldn't mind dropping a rating, if it's below 5, that's all right with me. That's all right with
Totally.
Darin. We want to know where you're at. And so leave us a little review. We love to hear your
Let me know what
voice.
you want to hear more of. Yeah,
Yeah, we
absolutely.
want to hear your voices as far as what you're thinking on the Purple Dopes with Hopes podcast, as
Big
well as
time.
you are following along on any of the other ones, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or Amazon. Please make sure you drop a rating and a review. And then if you are on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Those subscribers are just piling
Absolutely.
up every week, so we love it.
Yeah.
We love it. So,
Love to see
uh,
it.
Darin, it was a pretty exciting week for the Skull Nation as we inducted number 69, the greatest defensive end of all time, Jared Allen, into the Hall of Fame, man. What do you think, man? Jared Allen in the ring,
What
in the
a
Hall of Fame.
what a weekend. Yeah, I mean I still have it on my to watch list, the full speech, but I've caught some snippets here and there. I like the part him talking about, thanking the Wilfs and kind of all the folks that brought him to Minnesota.
Yeah.
Talking about he's a Norwegian, by heritage, so a Norseman at heart. So, that was pretty cool to hear. And he obviously has a love for the state and for the team. So it's great to see a guy like that, get rewarded for all the hard work he put in and get inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Absolutely. I think you hit it. I actually saved a screenshot here of one of my favorite things. And listening to the speech, like the thing that I loved about him is just his humility, right? It was all about everyone else that helped him get to the place that he's gotten
Absolutely.
to. And I think for me, as a fan, as a dad, like I love those kind of guys who just are so about everyone else, even
Yep.
though he's the guy out on the field doing the work, putting it in.
Making it happen.
Um, but he
Yep.
shouted out his wife here, and I just thought this was just this so cool. He said,
Yeah.
"To my wife, I'm reminded of what Tom Lamphere, who's the Vikings chaplain, said when we were going through our premarital counseling. He said, 2 most important decisions you'll make in your life: one, whether you follow Jesus or not, and two, who you will marry. There's only 2 types of people. There's boat anchors who drag you down, and the people who elevate you. And you are the true game elevator. You're one of the smartest people I know. I'm in awe of you every single day." And he just looking at his wife, and
That's, that's
as
great.
a husband, as a believer, like I'm like that. That's it right there for that guy to stand on
Absolutely.
the biggest stage, for a football player, and to be able to say, "Look, you are the one who carried me through this," is pretty dang cool. So,
Yeah, that's
uh,
pretty awesome.
and then, of course, like you said, I mean, it was continued shout outs to for Vikings legends, to the owners, to his dad, to all the supporters of him. I mean, it was a really cool thing for me as a fan of him to see. But I want to know from you as a fan, what's a favorite Jared Allen moment that you have?
I mean, there's so many. Like, what was the game? I can't remember the tackle's name. I think it was against the Bucks, but he was just all day like going back and forth, getting in fights with the guy.
Oh yeah,
Oh, I'm drawing a blank on the name, but that was such a fun day to watch. The Dan Orlovsky running out of the back of the end
yes,
zone. You see Jared Allen's laughing at him and pointing, like that was hilarious. And just, I mean, every time you saw the calf rope celebration,
yes.
every sack, you knew it was coming. I mean, it was every time you saw it, it was amazing. So yeah, I mean,
Absolutely.
the memories, yeah, I can't pick one. They're all so great. He was just an amazing player, fun to watch, great
Yeah,
personality. So
I
yeah,
I think for me it's the personality that comes with it. Like Jared Allen Culinary Institute when he introduced himself on Sunday Night Football. I mean, that just always sticks out in my mind as
yeah,
just
I
that's
love
the
it.
kind of guy you want out there that's having fun, enjoying himself. Obviously, you mentioned his
Yeah,
famous, rope tying celebration there.
yeah,
But I mean, that's that season when he got 22 sacks, 22 sacks.
yeah,
That was just an unreal time to watch. I mean, every single game, he's piling up sack after sack after sack. I mean, it was just incredible. I just think for me, that
yeah.
whole season, you were just like, I remember playing fantasy football and we had defensive players, and it was like
Sure.
he was an offensive player that year on fantasy football because
Oh
he
my
got
gosh,
2 points every sack. He's just every game getting 2 or 3 sacks. It was pretty amazing.
just a game wrecker. I mean, he
Yeah,
was amazing. Yep. Love to
yeah,
watch him. Yep.
yeah.
Super fun.
And then I don't know if you saw, but Aaron Rodgers actually validated the sack record for him.
Did he? I didn't see that one. What did he
Yeah,
say?
he came out on a little video that I think the Vikings made or ESPN made, and he actually said, "You are the sack. That was a sack. That was yours." The NFL got it wrong. So anyways, asterisk there for Mr. Jared Allen, the Hall of Famer, Vikings legend, for the holder of the 23 sacks in the season. So
Amazing. Amazing.
yeah.
Funny.
Well, hey, man, I wanted to chat a little bit about just the excitement for the run game. I got a couple numbers here. 2022, the Vikings ranked 14th for rush yards per game. 2023, 12th rush yards per game. And then last year, they were 17th in rush yards per game. We got
Yep.
Jones back. We got Jordan Mason. We got JJ at quarterback now. Like, what excitement do you have about this running game's potential going into the season?
I think the biggest part you're forgetting is the O line, man. Like, I don't think we've
Mm,
had an O line capable of producing a steady run game like we have, like until this year. Like, at least under
yeah.
KOC, like it just hasn't existed. I think
Mm,
KOC takes some criticism, probably fair at times for throwing the ball too much, but I think he also is aware of like the deficiencies of the team,
yeah.
and it's historically been our ability to get push on the offensive line.
Yeah.
And so I think bringing in, the Freeze, the Kelly,
Yeah.
Jackson, adding just that formidable kind of middle of the line.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see the push that they get. It's pretty easy to get 5 yards of carry if you don't get touched until you've ran for four. So
Yes, absolutely.
be great.
Emmett Smith is the rushing
100%.
leader of all time because of it. So
Yep, absolutely. Greatest offensive line ever. Look what Emmett Smith was able to do.
yeah,
And so, yeah, I'm not making that comparison. I'm not going that far, but I'm excited to see the push that our line can get.
for sure.
And then, yeah, like two different style runners. I think the season's going to start with Jones being the number one, but I think that Mason will overtake that role by the middle of the year. I
Yeah.
think just being the younger legs, he'll be able to, absorb more hits and Jones obviously has had health concerns throughout his career, but
Yeah.
hopefully he stays healthy and yeah, it'd be great to have that 1-2 punch with both Mason and Jones. We got a glimpse of Jordan Mason last year in the Niner game. The guy can obviously play. He has that, head down, run hard
Yeah.
style that those guys are tough to hit. So I'm
No,
really excited to see it. Really
that's what I,
excited.
that's what I was so excited about with bringing in a guy like Jordan Mason. I mean, Aaron Jones, he's kind of the flash. He's kind of the make
Yeah.
you miss. Jordan Mason, he reminds me of a Marshawn Lynch, of an Adrian Peterson. Those
Yeah,
guys that they just look to hit guys when they're running. That
absolutely.
head down, let's make some contact. And I think we saw it, when McCaffrey went out, the potential of a young guy like Jordan Mason. Now, obviously, he was kind of hindered a little bit as he got injured as well. So
Yep,
we didn't see the full scale of that. And maybe that's a good thing on our part.
for
Maybe we
sure.
got a little lucky there being able to
Yeah.
bring in him. But I think you're absolutely spot on. That push on the O line with two guys like Jones and Mason, two very different backs. But I just think it's going to open up the middle and open up the outside. And then in the end, it's going to open up the passing game.
Well,
Um,
and even to your point with JJ, I'm excited to see if there's any design runs that KOC will put in
mm,
for him. I don't think that's going to be a staple of the offense, but I could see there being a few designed runs just with his athleticism, getting him on the outside.
yeah,
To see him do something like that, a few times a game. And then really more the scrambling,
for sure.
see him, get out of the pocket. If it's not there, look to run. Obviously, I'm a big proponent of keep your eyes downfield until you're across the line of scrimmage, but sometimes it's 3rd and 3 and you just get the
Yeah.
first, let's move the sticks and get going. So be fun to have that element of the game too. We saw a little bit of that with Darnold last year, and I
Mm.
think that JJ's, even more athletic than Sam. So it'd be fun to see what he can do once they roll him over the pocket.
Well, yeah, and I mean, with a young guy, I mean, his checks are going to be a little bit quicker, I think, than the veterans.
Yep, absolutely.
And maybe his clock in his head's going to go a little bit quicker as far as he needs to get out there. And so I think that's going to be it for him, based on the weapons that we have around him. I mean, no one's going to be packing the line when you got Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, TJ Hawkinson running routes.
That's just yeah.
I mean,
Especially if you get
it's
that
been,
run game, if you get that run game going in the middle too,
yeah,
some of those like bootlegs outside. I mean, who's going to be out
yeah,
there? Because they're going to have to
yeah.
stay home to stop the run game. So yeah, there's a lot of potential there. Super exciting.
Oh, absolutely. And, Jones had the most carries in his career last season. He's a rookie
Oh,
in
I didn't
20.
even know that. Really
Yeah, and
interesting.
I think 2017 was his rookie year, and he had his most carries of his career last season. So
Oh wow.
you got to expect a little bit of removal of carries from that. I mean, a guy who's been in the league for 8 years now, he's probably going to be downsizing a little bit. But young guy like Jordan Mason willing to take that over. Also, I think Jones is just a great person in the locker room. I think he's going to
Yeah.
take Jordan Mason under his wing. He's not going to be the kind of guy that expects more of the young guy sitting next to him. I think he's going to be willing to kind of give over those carries, especially as Jordan Mason gets more comfortable in the offense.
And I think even just running backs in general understand like the shift that we've seen in the NFL right now where
Yeah.
more of a split backfield, maybe not always 50-50, but 60-40, 70-30. I
Mm.
mean, there's always that second guy. And I think even the lead running back welcomes like, lesser workload,
Yeah.
fewer hits, fewer miles on the tread each year. That's going to allow a guy like Aaron Jones to maybe play an extra 2-3 years.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
um, I think he'll welcome it. To your point, I think he'll, show him the ropes, and yeah, I can't wait to see him on the field. It's gonna be great.
There's only one guy, and that's Derrick Henry, who's still demanding carries after 30 years
Yeah,
old, and he is not human. We can agree on that. He's not a human.
that's just it. And he's over 30, right? I mean, like an
Yeah,
age of
yeah.
wonder. He
20,
passed
26. Yeah,
it's crazy. Yeah.
yeah,
And for a guy to be that big and that fast, it doesn't really equate for me, but
yeah.
he's
You,
fun to
you,
watch.
you and me both. The genetics are not there. So,
Yeah.
uh, well, hey, man, we got first preseason game coming up this weekend against the Texans. Just real quick, what kind of your expectations, your hopes, kind of going into this first preseason game, knowing what we know now about the preseason. But what are you hoping to see?
Yeah, I haven't heard much about, from the ones who's playing. I know that JJ is going to start, so I'm
Okay.
excited to see him get in there. I don't know how many series he'll get, but just efficiency, that's what you want to see. You don't need to see big splashy plays, but you want to see him make the right read, put the ball in the money, don't turn it over.
Yeah.
So hoping to see that. What's actually intriguing to me is who's going to come in next and how are they going to play? I mean, it's obviously going to be Sam Howell,
Yeah.
but it doesn't sound like he's really performed that well in practice thus far.
Okay.
Um, so I think that, QB2 right now could be wide open, and it might be they might get a sense that we don't have the guy and they have to look to either sign someone, which I think the free agent quarterback market's pretty bare bones right
Yeah.
now. So, I think we all like to think KOC can mentor anybody, but,
Um,
he might have his work cut out if they go free agent.
mhm.
Otherwise, trade, I don't know, what you'd be willing to give up. I know they traded to get Sam Howell.
Yeah.
Well, if that doesn't work out, are they willing to, spend more draft capital? I don't really know.
Yeah.
But, I think the games are where you really see kind of what each guy's made of. So,
Yeah.
you know, you got Howell, you got Rippin, you got Max Brosmer, played for the
Yep.
Gophers last year. So
Okay.
I'm excited to see kind of what they can all bring, and yeah, we'll go from there.
Yeah.
And yeah, Calvin and I will be going to the game.
Oh, nice.
He's jacked, first one of the year, so he's pretty.
Yes.
So we hit the game, hit training camp on Thursday, so it's gonna be a good week.
Be a
Full of like,
good week in your household, that's for sure.
that's right. Yeah,
That's
yeah. What are your thoughts going in? What are you looking forward to seeing?
Oh, if I'm honest, kind of. I mean, I saw the highlights from the Lions Chargers game, which
Yeah,
was much of a highlight field unless you're a Chargers fan, which I don't know what was going on there. But for me, if I'm being honest, I would be all right if every possession we kicked a field goal. Let's get special teams dialed in game one. Get Will the Thrill
yeah,
out there, getting comfortable, kicking field goals. I wouldn't mind if it was a higher scoring game. That way we can get our kickoff return team kind of dialed in there, get their legs loose, punt return, all that stuff. I would just really like to see the special teams getting kind of the nod a lot more in that game one. Just because I don't think we're going to see a lot of the lower end guys are going to be out there. But really, I think special teams is going to be really crucial for us this season. And it'd be nice to kind of start early, especially, Will's going to be kicking. So it'd be nice to get him a handful of field goals, preseason, so that he's ready to rock come week one.
For sure. And I'm a big Will Reichert guy. After what he did
Yeah.
last year, we've been struggling for a kicker, a consistent kicker since Blair
Years.
Walsh, since Blair Walsh, right? Since he missed that field goal against the Seahawks. But uh,
Oh,
Will, I think he'll be fine. I do, but I know he struggled in the preseason, or not even preseason in camp.
yeah.
Yesterday, I think he missed two inside of 40. So
Yeah.
I don't disagree. I would love to see him get out there. Whether he kicks 2 to 5 field goals, whatever it is, I want to see him make them all,
Yeah.
build some confidence, get in those real game situations.
For sure.
And hopefully, he's able to kind of turn around like the camp that he's had so far and
Yeah.
start making. So yeah,
Yeah. No
definitely
doubt.
agree on that.
Yeah, and I mean it would be great to see some of those, younger guys, especially, some of our draft picks, get in there, get the feel for an NFL game, what it's like to be on the turf, playing.
Absolutely.
So I mean, just for me, get those jitters out, get them excited about the next game. To get the first one under their belt, I think is going to be a big thing. And I think getting JJ in there for a couple reps will be good, regardless
Yeah.
if it's one series or 5 series. I think he's going to need just some time still. Yeah, he's looking great in training camp. Yeah, we're all excited about the recovery, but I think, once you get on the field, it's a little bit different. So getting some reps every game in preseason is just going to help him be ready for week one.
Yeah, I think what I'm hearing is this will be it for him. I think that's why I want
This
to
will be
see
it.
this will be it.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
Wow.
yep. So he's gonna get out there. I think he'll start. Again, I don't know if it's 1, 2, 3 series, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Uh, KOC tends to play it pretty conservatively with his top guys, so I could see it being one
Yeah.
or two series. They do have joints coming up next week with the
Gotcha.
Patriots. I think that's
Yeah.
why he probably he'll go through the joints, won't play in that game, and then the third game is usually where it's mainly just your guys fighting to play or make the roster
For
playing in that
sure.
game.
For sure.
So it'll be fun to see JJ, like I said, efficiency, making the right moves, and more important than anything else, everyone getting out of there healthy. So
Yeah. 100%. Just get
that's
us
the
to
key.
week one healthy. We're okay.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
well, I'm excited that you're going to be going there with your boy, and I'll be tuning in some bootleg way because we're not going to get Vikings preseason
Yeah,
games over here.
sure.
I'll somehow find a way to watch it on Saturday. So excited to kind of revisit that next week as we kind of look back. But I got one more little game here since we're talking about the running backs
Do it.
of Vikings. I'm going to throw it at you, man. I got the list of the top 5 Vikings rushers of all time. I want to see if you can
In
knock them out.
total, yeah. Are we
In
saying total
total yards,
yards?
rushing
All
yards,
right.
rushing yards.
All right. Top five. Well, Adrian Peterson's obviously on the list.
Adrian Peterson is number 1.
Yep.
11,747 yards. Believe it or not, he is double everyone but the number 2.
Number two's got to be Robert Smith.
Robert Smith is number 2,
Yep.
6,818 yards.
Number three, got to go Chuck Foreman.
Chuck Foreman is number 4,
And it must be Delvin.
5,887 yards. Number 3 is 100 yards ahead of Chuck Foreman.
Got to be Delvin then.
Dalvin Cook, 5,993 yards. The last one, man, if you get it, man, I'm going to be so impressed. You're going to have to dig in your Purple People Eaters skull memory bank to get this one here.
All right. Oh man, let's see. Going way back. Yeah, I was thinking when you sent me that text, I was like, who are the running backs? You didn't tell me it was five of them though. I knew I'd get four. It wouldn't be Michael Bennett, would it?
It's not Michael Bennett. Michael Bennett is in the top 10. I did note that one, but he is not number 5.
All right, give me a clue. Is it way back into like the 70s, 80s
It's
era?
60s actually.
60s. Okay, I
Yeah.
probably didn't get this.
Bill Brown.
Bill Brown. Okay, wow, that's a
5,787 I didn't even know the name Bill Brown.
No,
So
I've heard the name. I wouldn't say I know the name. So
yeah,
that's all right. Bill
that's
Brown just
it.
standing the test of
Well,
time. I love it.
you're a 4 out of 5 today, my friend. We'll see if we can
All
do
right.
better next. So
That's right. That's
speak.
right.
Speaking of next week, we are going to be recapping the first preseason game of the Vikings. Also, be talking about just the excitement for the week 1 against the Chicago Bears. If you're tuning in on YouTube, please make sure you subscribe. Hey, drop a comment. How many of the top 5 did you get on that list? And then if you are on any of our podcast sites, Apple, Spotify, Amazon, or iHeartRadio, please make sure you drop a rating to the Put Ups with Host podcast. And then write us a review. Love to hear what you think. But until next
Absolutely.
time, we skull, you skull, we all skull together. See you guys next week.
Thanks, guys.